Hello, my name is Debbie Colhart, and I am a yoga teacher. I am going to be leading you and whoever else is with you today on a yoga journey. What is yoga? Yoga is an ancient practice developed in India. It was initially designed as a way to build healthy bodies so that people could sit in quiet meditation for long, helpful periods of time. Today, in the United States, we use yoga as a way to link our breath to our body to our thoughts, and then our thoughts to our breath. As you practice yoga with the people around you, I invite you to be playful, have fun, and be curious. An extra special invitation is to listen to what does not feel good. If something hurts or makes you feel uncomfortable, skip it. The best thing you can do when you practice yoga is to listen to your own body and have fun. Now, reach out your hand, take a big breath in, let it out. Great job. Let's do yoga. Our theme today is ahimsa. 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 Ahimsa is a Sanskrit word. It means be caring for others. Can you think of someone who does an especially good job caring for you? Today we're going to pay special attention to the thoughts that come into our head about how we can be like those people, how we can be caring to others. In our house, we really like to care for stuffed animals. You'll see in the video that we brought 3 today. I encourage you to think about ways that you can be caring towards others, stuffed animals, people, even our planet. As you practice yoga today, keep those thoughts in your mind and maybe see if they come back into your mind in the days and weeks ahead. We want to talk to you about breath with yoga. So one breath that we wanted to teach you is called ocean breath. And in the ocean breath, we take a big breath in, we fill up, and then you hold it, and when you're ready to, go ahead and release it. All right, let's try it again. Ready? With our friends. Do you guys have friends at home to help you? Here we go, like the ocean. Inhale, fill up. Hold it. And let it go. Good job. All right, now you see Audra and Lucille. They're using their whole bodies to breathe. Let's practice that, okay? So inhale, rise like the wave of the ocean. Hold it. Maybe you want to pretend you're surfing. And now crash into the sand. Should we try it one more time? That's pretty fun, huh? All right. Inhale. Surf. Crash to the sand. All right. Now, why is breath important with yoga? Well, breath helps our bodies and minds work together. So, Audra, when do you use breath to help you?
Either when I'm frustrated or I need help to calm down because I just can't get over something.
Perfect. And how could you use ocean breath in that time?
I could use it to help calm me down.
Totally. How about you, Lucille? When do you find yourself breathing? Like when you're working really hard outside playing? Do you have to use your breath to help you? Yeah, just like animals do, right? Now sometimes we can even help each other. Say we notice Lucille wants to run faster. We might say, take a good breath. Or say Audra is feeling a little off. We might say, let's all breathe together. So let's try one more breath together, okay, everyone? Inhale. Hold it. And let it go. Have fun breath together.
Bye.
Thank you so much for doing that ocean breath with me. Now let's try some yoga poses. And remember, we're thinking about caring for others, which means caring for yourself. So if something doesn't feel good, go ahead and skip it. All right, we're going to start in child's pose. We're going to put our big toes together, take our knees really wide apart, and stretch our arms out along your space. Go ahead and take a breath in for me. And out. Remembering that ocean breath. All right, whenever you can, think of breath. Think of caring for others. All right, here we go. We are going to imagine that we're shells. Shells stretched out here. All right, from here, we're going to reach up and away from the mat, taking our knees off the mat, holding our bellies in strong, and then taking our heels down. All right, take a big breath in for me. Come into what we call plank, really strong bellies, and then you're going to take one of your feet, flip it around, let it fly in a circle, and then reach it forward. Nice job. Go ahead, reach it back. All right, reach your other leg forward. Okay, reach it back. Down dog. Whee! And settle in to your shell shape again. All right, let's try it again. This time we're going to come all the way up into standing. It's a little bit tricky, so listen to the directions. Shell shape. Down dog. One foot forward. Same foot back. Other foot forward. Same foot back. Down dog. All right, take one of those legs and reach it between your hands. Stretch the arms up and reach them wide. My back leg is straight. My front leg is bent. I'm reaching my arms big. All right, now we're gonna try to reach into our seaweed shape. Pressing into that beautiful back leg. We're gonna reach into balance. Lifting what was that bent front leg towards your standing tall leg. Now stretch, stretch, stretch through the arms like seaweed through the ocean water. All right, go ahead and bring it back down. Can you remember how to get into our shell? Step the legs forward. Reach the arms down. Down dog. All the way into your shell. Now, if you haven't had a chance already, take a big breath in, one of those ocean breaths, and breathe it out. And say a little mind intention, a little mind thought about how you like to be cared for by others, how you like to care for others. All right, we're going to try the same set of stretches on the opposite side. Shell shape. Down dog. Flip one foot forward. Take it back. Take your other foot, reach it forward. And bring it back. Down dog. All right, go ahead and take the foot that didn't get to be in the front last time all the way up between your hands. Keep the back leg long. Bend through the front leg and stretch your arms up. Reach through those arms. Take a beautiful breath in. Let it go. All right, can we be seaweed at the back of our mat? Strong back leg. Reach into balance. It's okay to wobble. Seaweed flows and ebbs, and so can we. Reach your arms really high. And we're going to head back down nice and graceful as we can. Reach the leg forward. Cartwheel the arms down. Step back. What's the last pose? Right before shell, we go into down dog. Ocean breath, find it. Thoughts about being caring to others. And settle into your shell pose. Great job, everyone. How about we try some of those poses together with a partner? I'll show you how. We are going to try some partner poses. So the first partner pose is going to be downward facing dog. So down dog, if you're going to do it by yourself, you start in your tabletop. Can each of you show me your tabletop? Hands on the mat, knees on the mat. Perfect. Excellent. And can you take a breath in? And take a breath out. All right. And then if you were to do down dog by yourself, the next thing you would do would be to lift your knees up off the ground. Can you show us how you do that? Great job. Now, do your feet have to touch the ground? Nope.
No.
Does your head have to relax? Yes. Can you bend your knees? Yeah. Can you breathe? I hope so. All right. And now we're going to try this in a partner way. So Audra, go ahead and drop your knees. Here's how we're going to do it at home. Partner up in groups of 2, and the biggest person is going to start first. So go ahead and start, Audra, with your hands and knees just like you are. You're ready to do your down dog. All right, and Lucille's going to be ready to come in next. All right, so Audra's going to start lifting her knees. Lucille's going to put her hands on the mat closer to Audra's feet. Perfect. And then she's going to put her feet right on the back of Audra's hips and then say, peekaboo, I see you. All right, and hold your breath. Hold the pose. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and gently, Lucille, step your feet down. And then Audra gets to put her knees down. Excellent. All right, the next group, or next partner pose, is going to be Lucille and Mom, Debbie. And I'm going to be since I'm the bigger person here, what I'm going to do is take my knees really wide, set my hips back towards my heels, and stretch my arms out. This is called child's pose. And then Lucille is going to sit on my low back and then slowly rest down on to my back and rest her head. Does that feel good, Lucille? Yeah, it feels good for me too. Now, if this hurts either person, just tell them and gently stop. Another option is to come up onto your forearms for the bigger person. And then we'll each take 3 breaths, just trying to relax. And let's say this was a little bit hard for Lucille to get up from. She might ask the helper person to ease her back up into a regular seated position. Audra, could you help her roll up to a seated place? Good job, team. The next partner pose we're going to do is fish pose, which is exactly in line with our under the sea and water animal theme. So how we're going to do it is start with our sit bones on the floor and your knees bent, and then slowly roll back so your back and shoulders and head are on the mat. Your partner is going to do the same thing, and your tops of your heads are going to try to be very close but not quite touching. One trick, or one thing to keep in mind to stay safe in this pose, is to always have your nose looking up at the ceiling. That way you protect your neck. All right, bend your knees, and then take your hands and place them right under your sit bones. Now, keep those sit bones glued to the tops of your hands. You're going to press into your elbows, lift your back and neck, and then place the crown of the head on the mat. Feeling that release and stretch through the top of your chest. Let's take 2 breaths here. Good job. I love looking into your eyes. One more. All right, from here, if you want to make it a little harder, you can raise those flipper feet and make a fishy face at each other. All right, slowly come down, relaxing the whole head and neck on the mat, giving yourself a moment to recover, and then gently roll to your side and all come back up into your seated position. All right, if you want to take a moment to try each of those poses again, they are child's pose with a partner, down dog with your partner, and fish pose with your partner. Well, that was fun. I really appreciate you guys doing yoga with us today. There's one more thing before we have you leave, and it's relaxation. We're just going to take a few moments to let everything settle in. So, we've grabbed our helper stuffed animals and some blankets. Whatever you need to do to make this feel comfortable and cozy. I'm going to stretch out really long and just lay back. If that feels great for you, you can try to stay here, relaxing one muscle at a time. If that kind of hurts your back, a great idea is to scooch as close as you can to a wall, and then swing your legs up really high, and then let the body relax. I've got my helper stuffed animal on my belly, and I'm going to see if my breaths can get really big. So big, my helper stuffed animal lifts up and then releases. If you can, close your eyes. Let your hands relax. Let your shoulders relax. Let the whole body be still for 5, 4. Quietly now in your head, count back. 3. Did you make it to 1 like me? All right, let's start slowly waking our bodies back up, stretching the space between your toes, between your fingers, and slowly come all the way back up into an awake and seated position. Now, if you still have your family with you, you can all hold hands. If you'd rather, you can just place your hands over your heart. And what we're going to do is say thank you. So in yoga, how we say thank you is namaste. The light in me appreciates and acknowledges the light in you. All right, everyone take the breath in. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks so much for practicing with us. Be well. I recommend these 3 books for your yoga reading library. Yoga for Kids is a book where you can read and explore yoga poses. Breathe Like a Bear is for older readers and gives lots of helpful short descriptions of how to do a variety of movements. And Peaceful Piggy Yoga is a fun show and tell yoga storybook.